to the 35. Carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Dyami Brown was the one he was looking for. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Working it. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowler from a year ago, Logan Cook, to punt. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches. Dell, the motion man. They'll go right back to Mixon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
In motion now, it's Collins. A run here with Mixon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Texans 1st down. Schultz, the motion man. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. Okay.
Stroud. Out to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
On the quick, right?
In motion now, it's Collins. Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down. So we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal.
Swap. Level swap.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers. And when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Hey, Jim. Here we go.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Here's a short one. He's got Strain. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
Certain quarterbacks might love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 118. That's right.
Schultz, the motion man. Here's a give running left with Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on second down. Trap. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Schultz, the motion man. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Escaping to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Rick, 30 left. Hey, Soko, to high. 11.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. For Hunter, the Heisman Trophy winner, it's his first NFL touchdown. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan.
Logan Crook to kick off for the Jaguars.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the goal line. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Here's Stroud. Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Third down, 3 to go. He's good as man. Right side, it's complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down for Houston.
It's a gain of 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Here's Chubb. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Stroud to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come. This 4th down is looming.
A 26-yard attempt.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Texans are on the board just before halftime. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion, 11, darn it.
Throwing is Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Finding room at midfield. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a first down down. It's a gain of 28.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second down, Lawrence. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Back to throw. Lawrence. This one caught by Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. First and 10.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ginger. Got 11.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't hang on. Through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. On the ground, here's Etienne. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here's third and 7.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Ginger, time. 13, Luke.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. It is brought in the end zone. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his second touchdown of the year.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. That's taken in by Chubb. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now it's second and 1. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Kirk is the motion man. On second down throw for Stroud. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The rain not letting up continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get back to the line. That's about all.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Second and 10.
Here you go.
Now, Stroud. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The two-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up third and long. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Has looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
Hey, Ron! Silver!
Carry here for ETN. And he'll get this up to the 44. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Silver!
Here's Lawrence. Pushed out to his left. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Brenton Strange was his intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Thanks for 24. Go. Hey, Ginger.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Jacksonville.
That's good for our Jaguars. 1st down.
Hey, go!
1st and 10 at the 47.
Now ETN. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Kamari Lassiter there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Hey, let's go. Be ready!
Once again, it's ETN. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
This is 3rd and 6.
Hey, it's on 30 left.
Now Lawrence. Open man. His tight end Strange. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. This run straight ahead for ETN. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting it
back in the end zone and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Like, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Hey, King.
Stroud going to set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. their second. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. To throw is Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. To break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
Here's Stroud. Push this one downfield. Looking for Schultz. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Throw left side, finds Dell. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Trayvon Walker. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Schultz, the motion man. On 4th down, Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down, and it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, man. 18.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Stroud to throw. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Red on red. Hey, Sokos, here we go.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third down, they need 5.
11. Go.
Now here's Lawrence. That is caught. What a throw. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a fourth quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw, Stroud. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6. But to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Schultz, the motion man. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout.
Here we go.
In motion now, it's Collins. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the gun here on third down, and for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the fourth quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Dell, the motion man. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup on 2nd and
8. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Pierce. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
On the quick, right?
Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. In motion now, it's Collins. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to have a Texans 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
15. And the Texans
On play action, Stroud. Right back to Dell, he's done it again. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
1st down
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Mikey Texas. Here we go, let's go. At 18, let's go.
Schultz, the motion man. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Stroud. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow, really the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Tony.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. At 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Big Ed Oliver in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down. Now Stroud. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the ball.
Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you jump the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And they just took a timeout. 2 seconds to go. This one's decided. Not sure if they needed to take the timeout, but take it with them. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win.